So like on 21, since everything's the same, then I'm missing an x, so I'm going to have to multiply this one by x, and I'm going to have to multiply it by a 2x minus 1, plus 1, excuse me. So since everything is, like everything's going to need an x minus 3, everything's going to need an x, and everything's going to need a 2x plus 1 in that denominator spot. So then it's really just a matter of what is each fraction or what is each rational missing. So what's the middle one missing? An x minus 3 and 2x plus 1. So I would multiply all of those together. I'm going to multiply all three of these together, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the 6x, but I'm going to multiply it with the x minus 3 and the x, and then all of that's going to go on top. Okay. What I would suggest doing for any of these is, especially the first one and the second one, is the last thing I would multiply, like on the first one that's circled in the green, the last thing I would multiply is the x, because all that's going to do is just raise everything to a power. Okay? So it's like from here, and I'm going to kind of do it underneath. If I have an x, if I have 2x plus 1, and I have an x minus 2, I'm going to multiply those two first, because whenever I multiply it with x, all it's going to do is just raise that power. Okay? So then 2x squared, negative 4x, plus 1x, minus 2, and then just raise the power with this one here. So like everything that's going to be in green is going to be 2x to the third minus 3x squared minus 2x. Okay, I just went ahead and combined there. And then I'll do the same thing for the red one, I'll do the same thing for the blue one, and then I'll have everything up top and I'll just combine everything. Okay. With the one in red, I'm going to do everything the same way. I'm going to multiply everything by 3 last, so I'm going to multiply those two first. So I'm going to have 3 times x minus 3, 2x plus 1. So 2x squared plus 1x minus 6x minus 3. Now just distribute that 3 to everything inside. So I'm going to have 6x squared. That's negative 5 times 3 is negative 15x and negative 9. So plus 6x squared minus 15x minus 9. The blue one is probably the easiest of all three because there's not a binomial. 6x times x minus 3 times x. X squared minus 3x times 6x is just going to be 6x to the third minus 18x squared.